The Doge website, created by Musk's gaggle of 20-year-old wunderkins, was hacked this week. Yes, of course. 404 Media reports that some pranksters had exploited a design flaw that left the back end of Musk's freshly launched Doge website open to push fake updates. Look, if it's one thing that you should be careful of on the internet, it's leaving your back end open. Okay? Can't can't do that. Okay.
Can't let that happen.
Now, the Doge.gov website is designed to serve as a rudimentary information hub, mirroring posts from the Doge X account and displaying data about the cuts implemented to the federal workforce. So we just get to sit there and watch them hack away at the government. Apparently, some people are into that. I'm not so much. Now, according to two independent developers who spoke to 404 Media on the condition of anonymity, they had discovered that the site's backend is wide open. Oh boy, it's wide open.
Sexual anarchy.
No, 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 no.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
With that wide open back end there. But no, okay, no, it's wide open, which allows these third parties to basically edit and send updates directly to its live pages. So they can put out anything. And of course, once they figured this one out, that's exactly what they did. Okay. And you know what? Even that one's nice. Like, hey, dum-dums, you left your database open. Hey, here you go. We just let you know. Well, that's kind of them, I suppose. Then you have this one. Hey, this is a joke of a .gov site. Yes. Yes, it is. It really is. Now, how bad is it? It turns out the site, according to multiple web developers, speaking to 404 Media, is not hosted on government servers, okay, but is instead using Cloudflare pages. So now, y'all remember when Donald Trump was like calling to lock her up, lock her up? You know what that was from? That was from Hillary Clinton not using a government email. Okay, so I mean, just look at that irony, right? And then you've got Doge using literal unprotected Cloudflare pages that anyone could get into and push official stuff. And by the way, that was you also had that same team that was allowed to had opened up the email system. Speaking of emails, right? Butter emails. But now you've got agency-wide access to emails that you could go in and blast out emails to all the workers at these federal agencies. So that was a previous story. Okay, but you know, where's the Republican investigation of all of this? Okay, I'm waiting for that Republican investigation. James Comer, where are you? Where are you? Oh, right, you're too busy trying to run for other political office. Yeah, of course, right, and selling your crappy book. Okay, I know I'm too busy trying to track down the Biden crime family. Yes, which nobody cares about. Okay, nobody but weirdo right-wing freaks online. But anyway, okay. Now, lock them up. Lock them up. Okay, anyway. Now, one source even demonstrated to 404 Media that they could push data entries onto the live site by identifying the exposed API endpoints. But I love this next quote here from the source. They said, quote, of this page, feels like it was completely slapped together, and had pointed towards errors and leaked details in the page's source code. Another developer noted that the setup suggests that the site is running off a GitHub-like repository, deploying updates via Cloudflare pages instead of traditional government infrastructure. Yeah. They also notes Note that this follows reports that waste.gov, which is probably a waste in itself, another government efficiency site, was launched with placeholder WordPress content still intact before hastily being locked behind a password. So efficient. Much security flaws. Wow. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. While this is funny, there are parts of it that are not funny. Look, Doge had reportedly gained administrator access, to various government agency code bases, including at the Department of Treasury. Okay, so these same wunderkinds that are botching these websites and making it easy for people to go and blast out emails agency wide, or come in and have people go up in the back door and then put up stuff that makes fun of Elon Musk. Yeah, the same people, they were playing around, rooting around in the entire U.S. government treasury system. Okay, now I don't think I need to tell you that if that crashes, all hell's gonna break loose. Okay, I mean, and by the way, over the last couple of weeks, think of how many foreign hackers, right, that have been sitting there getting super excited, that are watching all of this happening, going, we could probably get in there if we wanted to, and we kind of do, but we might just wait for them to crash it first. Well, and by the way, look, even if that's not the case, who knows what kind of stuff these kids were instructed to stick into that code, like a backdoor that allowed Musk to literally take over the entire payment system of the United States and do whatever the hell he wants with it. That would be $6 trillion under Musk's control, along with all the banking information and social security numbers of every person that has ever filed a tax return or had received a federal government payment. That is dangerous stuff. Okay? And yet you had these people that made these very hackable websites that were allowed into that system. This is a total disaster. Total disaster. I mean, what are you doing? Now, that said, that access has been revoked. Good. And now you have the Treasury Office of Inspector General and the Government Accountability Office telling senators this week, we're going to look into this. We're going to look into the Doge employees' access to this system that they should have never had access to. Because remember, two of them had both read and write access. Should never have had either. Okay. Now, this is Treasury Deputy Inspector General Lauren Skirba saying on Thursday that the agency watchdog had initiated an audit back on February 6th into the Bureau of Fiscal Service, which manages that payment system. The audit aims to evaluate the adequacy of controls, granting and restricting access to the system, and ensuring payments are made in accordance with laws and regulations. The Treasury Department Inspector General will also follow up on any allegations of improper or fraudulent payments, like ones that went to possibly Elon Musk or any of the boys who were working on that, because we don't know. He could have. They could have. Skirba says, we expect to begin our field work immediately. Now, that's great. The only problem is it's going to take a while. Quote, given the breadth of this effort, the audit will likely not be completed until August. However, we recognize the danger that improper access or inadequate controls can pose to the integrity of sensitive payment systems. As such, if critical issues come to light before that time, we'll issue interim updates and reports. Look, I don't know what they're going to find. Okay? And it sucks that it's going to take that long. I don't even know if, Trump could fire this guy or not, or try to illegally, of course, because at this point, who's going to stop him? Right? He already tried getting rid of all the inspectors general anyway. So, I don't know. I hope nothing happened. I hope there was nothing put into that system, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was. I am also glad that someone there is looking into it. Someone who is not beholden to Donald Trump or Elon Musk. But still, it should have never happened in the first place, because as you see, these people should have, they cannot be trusted around these extremely sensitive and important systems. This is just the latest example of why that's true. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.